Hi, it's Barb, MeeplePhD.
And I'm her husband, Andrew.
And today we're going to do a playthrough of Karuba, the subject of my latest Cosmic Game Connection video. So let's go down to the table and see who can find their way through the jungle the fastest. All right, so will you teach us the game, Andrew?
Sure. So Karuba is kind of analogous to a roll and write game. One player, Barb on the left, has her tiles shuffled up randomly, while I have mine sorted by number so I can find a specific one. So the goal of Karuba is to guide our adventurers through the jungle along a series of paths that we'll lay out and guide them to temples. And whoever gets to each color temple first will take the highest value treasure. You can also collect gold nuggets and crystals along the way. The crystals will be worth 1 point at the end, and the gold nuggets will be worth 2. So, for the game setup, we will take turns choosing locations for each pair of explorer and temple of the same color. And so when we actually set this up, Barb and I will just alternate. Explorers will start on the beach, and temples will be in the jungle. So let's say I call for the brown explorer. I might put the explorer at 40 degrees and the temple at 70 degrees. And Barb will do the same. And then Barb will pick for the purple explorer and so on. There is a rule, you can't have them too close together. There have to be at least 3 numbers between the explorer and temple of the same color.
So I couldn't do a cheater like that.
Right. But you could have, say, the blue temple is here and the yellow explorer is right next to it.
Right, because the yellow doesn't care about getting to the blue temple.
Right. So let's say we've got this set up. Then we start playing the game itself. Barb will pick a random tile and call out the number at the upper left.
10.
So 10. So everyone else playing will find the tile numbered 10. And you can do 2 things with it. You can put it on your board, or you can discard it to move an explorer along a path that's been laid out. So let's talk about placing first. The rules are pretty flexible for placement. You can put the tile anywhere you want on the board within the grid. It doesn't have to be at the boundary or next to existing tiles or anything. You can't rotate it, so the number always has to be at the upper left. You can't turn it. So you can put it anywhere you like. So I might put it here. And some tiles will have a gold nugget or crystal on them, so you'll take one from supply and put it on that tile. And if your adventurer lands on that tile, you can then collect it and score points for it at the end.
But they have to end their movement on the tile, not just passing through.
Correct. You can't just move through it.
Yeah.
And once we have multiple explorers on the board, they will block each other. So if you have an explorer here and you want to move the brown explorer too, you can't move through the other explorer or share the same space. So you have to pay attention to moving your explorers along.
That would be a terrible setup for those 2 explorers.
It would indeed. That would be locking them into a dead end. So the second thing you can do is you can discard a tile instead to move an explorer along a path. And the rule is you can move an explorer as many spaces as there are paths touching the edge on the tile you're discarding. So a simple bend like this, I can move an explorer 2 squares. And if I was discarding the crossroads, I could move an explorer 4 squares. You can't divide these between 2 different explorers, but you don't have to move an explorer all 4 squares if you prefer to land somewhere where you can get a gold nugget. Once we've actually had enough of our track laid out to actually get to a temple, you need to move the explorer onto the temple. So not in front of it, you actually need 1 more movement point to move off the board onto the number itself. And then you will take the highest value treasure in that color. And if we manage to do this on the same turn, the tie is friendly. So one of us will take the 5 point, and the other person will take the 3 point, and will take crystals to make up the value, so they get 5.
So we get the same number of points.
Right. The game supports 2 to 4 players. So we've set it up for just 2. There are more treasures in the box so that all 4 players will get a treasure if they make it to each temple.
Okay.
The game continues until we've either played all 36 tiles onto the board, or one player has gotten all 4 of their explorers to their destination temples.
Okay.
And that's the game.
I guess we're ready then.
All right.
So we'll reset up and be right back. Okay. Are
Okay.
we ready?
Yes. So let's start by setting out the explorers.
All right, you go first.
Okay, so I will do the brown guy. And I will put him at 30 degrees on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
And his temple can go at 50.
Okay. I'm going to do the purple lady. She will start at 70 on the beach and at 40.
Okay. Then I will do the blue explorer.
Okay.
Let's put him at, let's give him more of an expedition. He'll go at 100 degrees, and I will put his temple at 20.
Okay. And then for the final one, he'll start at 50 and his temple will be at 90. So he's not going the same place as the rest of them.
Okay.
All right, are we ready then?
Yes, I think so.
All right, so the first tile is 36. So moving right now wouldn't be the greatest idea. Oh, are we starting exactly the same?
We are. That often happens, but
Yeah.
we usually diverge pretty quickly.
Yeah. All right, so here's the second tile, number 30. Ooh.
And there we go.
25. Ooh, one of the crossroads. We both put that strategically somewhere in the middle in
Yes.
hopes of not blocking anybody
Not
up.
quite on the exact same square. though.
No. All right, and then we have 3. This is one with a crystal. This isn't exactly the greatest tile.
Not in this layout, no.
That there.
I'm still thinking.
Okay.
I will put this here.
Okay. 20. Oh, I need to be super careful down here. I can't tell you how many times I have like blocked somebody off completely by accident.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
33. And you don't even have to match up road to road. So this would actually be a legal placement, even though it doesn't help me.
Right, yes. You
Yeah.
can create dead ends at any point if you want to.
Not your best idea, but sometimes you don't want to discard it because there's a crystal on it and you think you can still get to it. And
Right.
if you're not the first one there, getting some crystals and gold can actually be beneficial. All right, now we have number 8.
Another crossroads.
I haven't set myself up for much movement yet. Ready? Oh my goodness, number 7. Another crossroads. This might be a waste of that one, but okay. 19.
Okay, I'm going to discard this tile, and so I will move someone to, so I'll move my purple guy, which lets me collect, or my purple lady, so she will collect a crystal.
All right. So you're on the board with points. All right, number 2. So I'm going to do the same thing. Discard that. And I'm just going to move the purple one 1 so I can collect a crystal. Later in the game, you realize you maybe should have been moving more at the beginning. So we'll see how this goes. All right, 24. Let's get that guy out of its corner. Oh, I need to be super careful over here. Okay,
Okay.
and 17. Ay, ay, ay. Nope, 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 nope. Yes, yes. Okay. So we are a third of the way through the pile now. So we've got 2 more about equal-sized piles.
So both our boards are somewhat filled in.
Yep. So now we've got number 9.
I will discard to move my blue guy. 1, 2.
I will discard to move purple. Okay, 27. This looks a lot like that one. Is it in fact the same one?
It is.
Ugh. I don't have a lot of great moves to make, but I also... I'll do this.
Oh, we are
Let's see
both
how
doing
that
the
goes.
exact same thing, I think.
Not quite.
Oh, not quite.
Okay. 21. I need to get more. I'm going to discard this to start and moving.
I'm going out on a limb and placing that tile.
All right, good luck. Looks like you've got a nice path going that way if you get the right
Yes.
stuff. But then you need to not, yeah,
Yes.
could be a lot of extra movement. All right, 22. These aren't...
I will
Oh,
discard
do
for
this.
movement.
There we go. Get my blue guy moving that way. All right, and 29.
Good. I was waiting for this.
Oh, or maybe here. Ooh, I'm gonna go here. Okay.
Okay.
34, our first gold. What do I put here? I need to start discarding for movement, though.
I will discard for movement. 1, 2.
Oh, you've got a. Oh, you've got a path somewhere. I don't even have a path anywhere
Yes.
yet. Oh, I need to keep an eye on you. All right, the next one is 31. I'm going to discard that for movement. 2, and I'm collecting some gold.
I will discard this for movement as well. And move my yellow.
All right, 15. Go here. So how many, like, do we have? We don't have any 4-way. We do have 1 4-way cross left, but I don't need that. Do we have any? I need like 5 or 6 to go here is what I need. So let me hope for a good pull here. Otherwise, everybody is stuck down here. Oh, 5! Exactly what I wanted. Of course, now I'm going to gum up the works here with them all coming through the same path.
Oh, I just realized I have blocked my brown permanently.
Oh no! Oh, because you placed. Oh.
Because I placed this here.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So he's just going to
okay.
wander around the woods. Although he could go pick up a crystal at least.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
I will place this here.
Okay.
Okay.
18.
18. So I will use this for movement. 1, 2. Purple has found her treasure.
Nice. All right. Next one is 16. So I'm going to discard that for movement. So that's 2 movement. I don't know. Oh. I did something I didn't want to do. I may have cut off blue. Unless I'm very careful about. And we only have a few left. All right, so number 4.
Okay. I think at this point I am just discarding everything for movement.
Yeah, I'm going to discard this for movement.
Since
I don't know if the smart thing to do, though, is to just stop and get another crystal if I don't think I'm going to make it to most of my temples. But I think he can go 2, and then yellow can pick that up on their trip around. Okay.
Okay.
About a third left. All right, so here we go. This is such a quick game. 13. Yeah, this one I'm discarding for movement. Go pick up that crystal. I don't think we have to, but we always collect on whichever character gets the gold or the whatever. We collect it on them, just so we know who's been the most profitable. Number 10. So, if I'm clever, this will pay off. I don't think I'm going to be that clever. 32. Oh, man. Purple's really... Everybody's messing stuff up for me. I'm going to discard for movement. I'm going to move him off the path so I can start moving others through. 14. I don't even know if we have left what I need to get anybody to any of their temples, so discard that. I think my best bet is to get everyone out of the way so I can get over to yellow there.
Mm-hmm.
Although you're about to do that too.
Yes.
All right, 35. So I'm discarding that for movement.
I will move my blue, which is wasting a movement point.
Yeah, but you've gotten two treasures now, so I think that's
right.
okay.
And I'm hoping for a 3 to come out, at which point I can do yellow.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's your 3.
Okay. So discard.
I am actually doing the same now. 1, 2, 3. So we're both hitting there at the same time.
Okay. So I'll take the...
No, I want the 5.
Okay.
You have enough 5s.
You can have the
over
5
there.
yellow. And I will take 2 crystals to
Yeah.
match up, so we both get 5.
Yes. Now it looks like I've done something at least. All right. 1. Man, everybody's just in everybody's way.
May as well
probably-
put this here.
I probably need to give up on blue, but I haven't even gotten the right stuff to connect up there. 6.
So, at this point, my hope is to set things up so my brown guy can collect one last crystal, because there's no way I can get him to his temple.
So I need to figure out, if I place this here, I could get brown to his temple, but I need to move purple out of the way. But we don't have much left, and I'm not going to have much movement, so this might be the better bet than
Right.
waiting for the right thing to get me everywhere
Right.
else.
We do still have 26, one last.
Yeah, but I may need all of that movement for something.
True.
So I'm going to put this here right off purple.
Okay.
Okay. And the next one is 23. I'm going to use that for movement. 1, 2, 3. Just get him out of the way. All right.
Okay.
12.
Finally.
1, 2, 3. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 28. So I'm
movement.
doing 2 movement here, so I get to the brown temple.
Okay.
And then finally,
26.
there really isn't anything of use I can do. Like I can, if I move, I've collected all the crystals here. If I put this here, that means should the game have continued, blue could get to their temple.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's add up our scores. So you said it's 2 points for every,
Gold,
Gold.
and 1 for every crystal.
so I have 14 points.
3. So I have 10, 15, 18 points.
So you got to more temples than I did. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So there you go. That is Karuba. Let's go back up top and we'll talk a little bit more about it. All right, so what did you think?
So I really enjoy Karuba always. I think it's a lovely family weight filler level game that plays really quickly, but is still a lot of fun.
I love puzzle games, so this is right up my alley. I love trying to figure out where do I put the paths for the most points. Clearly that did not work for me this time. I kind of set myself up badly in the middle of my board. But it's so fast it doesn't matter. We can play, shuffle up and play again if we really wanted to. And I really like that there's no downtime. It's really, everyone's doing something at the same time, kind of like a lot of roll and writes these days. And so for that, it's been really great for us on game nights.
And there's also a lovely sort of push your luck aspect to the game. How do you build that initial route? Do you try to build from the edges, like starting in front of your explorer and in front of your temples, and try to sort out the middle later, or do you build out the middle first?
Or do you build from your explorers toward the temple so that you can discard for movement when you get those tiles that just aren't super helpful? But then there's always the danger that you will accidentally cut off a temple or, something else, which often happens to us in this game.
Right. And another error I often make too is trying to have the network all ready and done before I start moving explorers. And I usually lose in that case, because everyone else is already sort of halfway there and gets there first.
Yeah. I think we found that it's rare that any one person gets to all of their temples. Unless the pull of the tiles has been just perfect for somebody and they predicted exactly where everything was going to be. I think we more often end this way, where we've used all the tiles and some of us have cut off some of our temples accidentally.
Yeah, it's easy to do that if you sort of are focused on one particular explorer.
Yeah.
I think the game also has some sentimental value for us because we could play it during lockdown with friends over Zoom. We packed up a board and set of tiles for them and drove it over and dropped it off at their house, and then could easily play over a video conference.
Yeah, this is a perfect game for that. And I think there's even a version where you can print a board and draw on it. So it doesn't even have to be local friends, and you could do it with any number of people. The game technically plays up to 4 because you have 4 of those treasures, but I think you could invite more people in and figure out how to reward everybody who gets to a temple. Maybe they all get the 2-pointer, the lowest 0.1. So we have really enjoyed this game. It's super fast, super quick. It's not one of our heavier games, but it gets to the table, when we're waiting for dinner or between bigger games at game night, which we haven't had in a long time. That sort of thing. So, yeah. Is there anything else you want to say?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
Thank you for watching.
And please like and subscribe to my channel so you know when my next video comes out. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, it's Barb, MeeplePhD. And this is my giggly husband, Andrew.
Okay.